So today we'll be starting with the digital signal algorithm. This is the last subtopic of this module. This digital signature algorithm is important because whatever we have studied till now, that will be implemented in this digital signature algorithm. In this digital signature algorithm, we have two approach, and as far as your syllabus is concerned, we have to understand only one approach, that is the DSS, digital signal standard, or it is also called as a digital signal algorithm. Okay, but before that, just shortly I will brief that we have already seen there is a cryptographic algorithm which provides security, and we have seen the cryptographic algorithm, okay, which will provide you the security. Then we have also seen the authentication algorithm which provides authentication. Okay, so if you remember MAC, if you remember hash code, hash function, which already I have taken, what do you mean by integrity, what do you mean by authentication, what is the difference between the authorization and the authentication. So based upon this particular concepts, we have to understand the digital signature. Okay, so cryptographic algorithm we have seen the authentication algorithm. Then we have also seen the key exchange algorithm, in which we are exchanging the key. As far as symmetrical encryption is concerned, we are generating the key at the respective users by using the public key and the private key, and that is called as a Diffie-Hellman key exchange. Diffie-Hellman key exchange. So we have cryptographic algorithm, we have authentication algorithm, and we have key exchange algorithm. And in the key exchange, you have only one, that is a Diffie-Hellman key exchange. Okay. Today, in this digital signature algorithm, what are the prerequisites? The prerequisite is that you should know what is the integrity, already have taken. You should know what is the authentication, what is authorization, the difference between them. You should know what is the hash code. You should know capital H. Capital H is hash function. You should know small h, that is a hash code which is generated. You should know the authentication code, that is MAC, message authentication code, MAC. Okay, which already we have seen. Okay, so using these prerequisites, we'll be able to understand what is a digital signature. What is a digital signature? Okay, so digital signature is a concept in which at the sender side, we are using the secret key of the user for encrypting the message. So whenever you are using the secret key of user to encrypt the message, then that process will come under the digital signature. That process will come under the digital signature. And you already know that private key of every user is not shared. It is not publicly available. So what is available? Public key. So private key, as far as private key is concerned, it is available with the individual users, and public key is available in the network throughout. So every user has the public key. So if I'm using the encryption of a message by using the private key, then that process will have the digital signature process. Okay, so that will be the digital signature process. So what is the digital signature process? What are the different two approaches we have? Out of these two approaches, we have only one approach, that is a DSS, as far as your syllabus is concerned. So we will see everything today. Okay, so first write down the digital signature. Write down one or two sentences on this. If the message or hash code, is encrypted, at the sender side, by using the private key, then this process has digital signature. So we have know that we have a message. By using the hash function, we have generated the hash code. Okay, so if we are doing the encryption over this message or over this hash code, okay, by using what? By using the private key. So as far as suppose sender A is concerned or user A is concerned, okay, I should use the private key, and it is given by what? It is given by PRA, private key. So if I'm using this private key for encryption of message or the hash code, then the process will involve digital signature. Then that process will involve digital signature. Okay. And you know, right on the second sentence, sender will never provide. Sender will never provide its own private key. Sender will never provide its own private key. Sender will never provide its own private key. And you please draw this diagram. This is a block diagram in general. This is a block diagram in general. That is, you have a message. You have done the hash function over the message, capital H. You have generated the hash function, hash code. ये already हमने ले चुके हैं, ये कुछ नया नहीं है. This is all already we have done. Okay, so this is when appended. This is when appended with the message itself. With the message itself. Then after that, this message and the hash code is appended, and the encryption is done. And the encryption is done. But by using what? By using the private key. By using the private key. So PRA, private key. So this is your sender A. Okay. So this is a sender A side. So by using the private key of A, that means you can by using the private key of A, then after encryption, you know that you have message along with the hash code. You have message along with the hash code. But encrypted message, you know that it is shown. We have already shown by the dashes. Okay, we have shown by the dashes. Then we have to do the decryption. We have to do the decryption at the receiver side. Decryption by using what? By using the public key of user A. So can I say it is by using PUA, private key of public key of user A? Then after decryption, I am getting the message. Along with the message, I am getting the hash code. Okay. So this decryption is done over the message as well as hash code. Over the message as well as hash code. That's why I have got message and the hash code. Message and the hash code. So again, you use the hash function and get the hash code and compare this hash code with the received hash code. This hash, you can say M dash and H dash. M dash implies received message. I do not know whether this M dash is equals to this M. I do not know unless and until I compare. And this hash dash is the received hash code. Okay, received hash code after the decryption. So this hash dash and H is compared. This is compared. So this is called as compared. And further thing, you know, if the comparison is same, the message received, that is M dash, is equals to M, which already we have seen this. Okay. So this particular scenario, in this particular scenario, the important thing is that I am using the private key of user A. So I am using the digital signature. So this is called as a digital signature. This is called as a digital signature. Uska khud ka signature by using the private key of user A. So in all this scenario, this is a sender A, and you can say this is this is receiver B. This is receiver B. So जो भी sender side में हो रहा है वो यहाँ तक हो रहा है decryption पर, क्योंकि आपको पता है encryption is happening in the sender side, decryption is happening in the receiver side, and after decryption the M dash and H dash we have got the received message and the received hash code. So we are applying the hash function on the received message to get the hash code, and this H will be compared with the H dash. I do not know whether they are same or different, and if their comparison is seen and if they are equal, then we can say M dash received is the same as what we are transmitted at the sender. Okay, so all this process, this thing is important. That is, we are doing the encryption by using the private key of user A, and this is nothing but actually I'm using the digital signature in this particular scenario. I'm using the digital signature in this scenario. Okay, so please, I want everyone to draw this. Please draw this for your understanding. All of you draw this. and just write down.
सर
हाँ
सर तो हम लोग ने जो पहले ऑथेंटिकेशन में हैश फंक्शन पढ़ा था वहाँ पे भी यही
हाँ
डिजिटल सिग्नेचर यूज होता था।
यस, जहां जहां पे प्राइवेट की यूज हो रही है, आप अगर आप प्रीवियसली पेजेस पे जाओगे, पीछे वाले पेजेस पे जाओगे जहां पे मैंने हैश फंक्शन सिखाया था, जहां कहीं मैंने प्राइवेट की यूज की है, दैट मीन्स आई हैव intentionally or unintentionally I have used a digital signature. I have used a digital signature. So always remember, digital signature is associated with the private key. Is associated with the private key while using the encryption at the sender side. While using the encryption at the sender side. तो हम अगर हमने वहां पे प्राइवेट की यूज की है तो डेफिनेटली हमने डिजिटल सिग्नेचर यूज की है. दैट इज राइट.
ओके सर।
ओके. Please draw this. After you draw this, you please write down. सबका ड्रॉ, सबने ड्रॉ किया है ये? we are just talking about the digital signature. Okay, we haven't talked about the digital signature algorithm. ये हम सिर्फ देख रहे हैं the significance of digital signature and what is the digital signature. Okay, आगे में हमको पढ़ना है digital signature algorithm. Okay, ये ड्रॉ होने के बाद प्लीज राइट डाउन. there are two approach in digital signature. There are two approach in digital signature. There are two approach in digital signature. First one is digital signature using RSA approach. Digital signature by using RSA approach. Digital signature by using RSA approach. And second one, which is there in our syllabus, that is digital signature by using DSS. By using DSS approach. Bracket में you can write down digital signature standard. Digital signature standard. DSS stands for, I do not have space to write down. You please write down digital signal standard approach. Or it is also called as, you can say DSS or you can say DSA. That is digital signature algorithm. So DSS or DSA, they are interchangeable words. You can they can ask you either, they will ask you DSS or DSA. Both the meaning is the same. Both the meaning is same. Okay. So you have DSA or DSS. So first write down digital signature by using RSA approach. The first one is now digital signature by using RSA approach. Here we are not going into the detail, but just an overview. What is this RSA approach? RSA approach means already we have studied the RSA approach, but where are we implementing this RSA approach? Where are we implementing this RSA approach in this digital signature scenario? So for that, just a block diagram which will make you understand. Please draw this. Again you have a message. Use the hash function to get the hash code. You are using the encryption algorithm over the hash code. That's why hash code pe I have to use the encryption by using again PRA. Then this encoded hash code, encryption हुआ है ना, इसका मतलब मैंने hash code को encode किया है. So I can say encoded hash code is appended with the message, the plain text message, so that I get message as well as the encoded hash code. Okay, you can show this by dashes. Then use this hash function. Over the message, and you decrypt this hash code, encoded hash code. you decrypt this encoded hash code, because मैंने encryption hash code पे किया है, तो decryption भी मुझे hash code पे ही करना पड़ेगा by using public key of A, by using the public key of A, then
Sir,
compare.
सर फिर डैश तो एच पे ही आएगा ना सर, क्योंकि एनकोडिंग सिर्फ
हाँ
हैश कोड पे होता है।
हाँ, यस यस, यू आर राइट। ये देखो, ये छोटी छोटी बातें रहती है, लेकिन इंपॉर्टेंट बातें ये। अगर यहाँ पे भी हैश हैश करूंगा तो आई एम डूइंग अ ब्लंडर, क्योंकि एनक्रिप्शन मैंने सिर्फ एच पे यहाँ पे किया है, तो यहाँ पे भी मुझे दिखाना पड़ेगा। यू आर राइट। So there are no dashes on this M, only on H. Okay. Then decrypt by using the public key of A and compare both of them. And compare both of them. Bas, compare both of them. Now we haven't completed the block diagram. There are some more things we have to add. The addition is that. I want everyone to pay attention. The addition is that this hash function algorithm. अब तक मैंने हैश फंक्शन के एल्गोरिथम कौन कौन से मैंने नहीं पढ़ा है। ओके, डिजिटल सिग्नेचर के बाद में आई एम गोइंग टू एक्सप्लेन यू दैट। ओके, हमने सिर्फ देखा है हैश फंक्शन क्या होता है, बट वी हैवंट सीन व्हाट आर द डिफरेंट एल्गोरिथम्स यूज्ड फॉर क्रिएटिंग द हैश कोड। सो here as far as the hash function is concerned, you can either use SHA, this is pronounced as SHA 512 or SHA-1. So you can use the algorithm SHA-512 or SHA-1. That is as far as hash function is concerned. Okay. Then where do you use the RSA algorithm? RSA algorithm is used in this encryption, because you know that RSA algorithm is used for encryption. Okay. So RSA algorithm is used in the encryption, and SHA-512 या फिर SHA-1 algorithm is used in the hash function. So SHA-512 we are going to study this. Okay, after digital signature concept we are going to see what is SHA-512. Okay, तो यहाँ पे ये algorithm use कर सकते हैं, और RSA algorithm यहाँ पे use किया है, इसलिए this is called as a digital signature by using RSA algorithm. Okay, and one more thing you can just write down, or you can just mention in this itself, that ये जो हमने hash code को dashes बनाया, this is nothing but encryption. ये देखो मैं क्या लिख रहा हूँ, encryption E is done over the hash code by using the private key of A. ये नोटेशन का मतलब समझो मैं क्या लिख रहा हूँ। ये मैंने लिखा है H के नीचे, इसका मतलब होता है encryption algorithm is used over the hash code small h by using the private key of A. Okay, by using the private key of A. एक मिनट रुकना, just a second. So this is a scenario for digital signature by using RSA. Okay, तो यहाँ पे सिर्फ हमको ये याद रखना है कि RSA एल्गोरिथम यहाँ पे हमने यूज किया है और हमने हैश कोड पे यूज किया एनक्रिप्शन, और यहाँ पे हैश फंक्शन हमने कौन से एल्गोरिथम यूज किया है, वी कैन इधर गो विद SHA-512 और SHA-1. ओके, तो ये सब क्या है हम बाद में देखेंगे. ओके, if it is okay then we can go to the digital signature by using DSS approach, and this is little bit lengthy, so I want everyone to have attention on this, क्योंकि यहाँ पे बहुत सारे पैरामीटर्स है, यहाँ पे बहुत सारे हमको पैरामीटर्स की वैल्यूज निकालनी है. Okay, you are using the formulas. Shall I rub this? So the next one is digital signature by using DSS algorithm, and this is the main algorithm which we have to focus. Okay, digital signature standard algorithm, or you can just simple say DSA, the digital signature algorithm. Okay, so here we have to understand what is the scenario. So for that explanation, please draw the diagram along with me. This is important, and we have to go very slowly to understand each and every aspect of this. Okay, so you have the message, this message is by using a hash function. We have got the hash code, along with the hash code there is one more small k. This is small k is nothing but a random number. You please draw along with me block diagram. Random number or integer. So along with the hash code and small k, which is the random number or integer, so we'll see what is the small k. They are given as an input to the signature algorithm. So the input is small h and small k given to the signature algorithm. Now in signature algorithm, so what is the signature algorithm? We will see afterwards. So in the signature algorithm, we also want two inputs. The one input is called as a global public key elements given by capital G. This is the global elements. So you can say this is as a global elements. I'm writing down here. Global components बोल सकते हैं, या फिर you can say elements. Global components or elements. So this is the global public key elements. तो ये parameters कैसे निकालने के we'll see. So G stands for global components elements, or global components या फिर global elements. And as we are studying under the digital signature, we know that the other key is the PRA, that is the private key of A, user A. So digital signature algorithm uses 4 parameters as an input: small h, small k, capital G, PRA, private key. Now whatever the output is, this is appended with the plain text message. Okay, now this is happening in the sender side. So I am writing down here sender A. This is happening at the sender A side. क्या चीजें हो रही, ये सब हो रही है. After appending, I am getting the message. Along with the message, I am getting two more parameters. These two parameters are small s and small r. So plain text message along with the plain text message, यहाँ से जो भी generate हो रहा है, यहाँ से क्या generate हो रहा है, small s comma small r, and they are appended. Okay. Now we are using the hash function. We are using the hash function on the plain text message. We are using the hash function on the plain text message. This hash function along with s and r, is given to the verification algorithm. I am writing down here verification algorithm. जैसे यहाँ पे सिग्नेचर एल्गोरिथम, यहाँ पे रिसीवर साइड में, तो मैं यहाँ पे लिखता हूँ सेंडर ए और ये है रिसीवर बी. So you will be able to understand what is happening in the sender. In the sender we have signature algorithm. In the receiver we have verification algorithm. Further we have to understand so we are using the verification algorithm. In the verification algorithm, which parameters as the input 1, 2 and 3. Okay, so this is small h, then s and r. Along with that we have two more. The same thing what we have used here. One is capital G, this G, that is a global component or a global public key component or global public key element, that is given by capital G. And the other one, as we have used here PRA, we are using here PUA. We are using here PUA. Okay, so verification algorithm, we are using these as the input: S, R, H, G, PUA. Whatever the output we are getting, that is small v. So this is verification is happening here. So verification algorithm is there, which will give me the output as small v, and this small v is compared with this r. So there is a comparison. Compare. तो यहाँ पे है r, यहाँ पे है v. Okay. So I will once again just let you know what is happening. In the sender side, we have plain text message. In the plain text message, we have used the hash function. Again here, we can go with SHA-512 or go with SHA-1. Okay. Then the output, that is what we have got, is a hash code. This hash code along with the small k, which is a random number or integer, is given to the signature algorithm. So always remember, signature algorithm is used in the sender side, and verification algorithm is used at the receiver side. So in the signature algorithm, along with this H and K, we have G and PRA, that is the private key of A, and G is the global component or the element. They are appended together. So we have message and S and R. So output of signature algorithm is S, comma R. So this appended message, plain text message with S and R output, signature algorithm output. Then on this message we are using the hash function. So we are getting the code, that is hash code. Along with the hash code, we have S and R given as the input to the verification algorithm. The two more inputs are capital G and PUA, that is the public key of sender A, public key of user A, public key of sender A. Then output of this, we have got this small v. Then this small v is compared with small r. This comparison is done. Small v is compared with small r. Small v is compared with small r. Okay, and the comparison, if the comparison is same, that means the message is received properly. If there is some problem, there is no proper v is getting matched with the r, then there is a message lost. Okay, now after this, you can just write down below this particular block diagram. Here you can write down signature elements. or function, signature element or function, signature function or signature element, signature element or function is given by small s small r, small s small r. So signature elements, these are the signature elements, because these are the two elements which is the output of the signature algorithm. That's why they are the output of the signature algorithm, so they are called as signature element or signature function. So s and r are the signature functions which must be applied at the sender side, because once we generate this, they are appended with the plaintext message, so that this MSR is received at the receiver side, and this particular operation is done on the M, S, and R, so that we'll get the output of the verification algorithm as small v, which has to be compared with this particular one element which is called as R. Okay, तो ब्लॉक डायग्राम के नीचे आपको प्लीज ये लिखना है, सिग्नेचर एलिमेंट्स और फंक्शंस आर s, r, s, r. So now we are going to see the algorithm. Now we are going to see algorithm. What is G? What is S and R? How to get S and R? What are the equations of S and R? What is then small v? What is the equation with small v? So for time being, you have to understand this is a scenario by using the DSS algorithm in the digital signature, in which now we are going to see the actual algorithm out of the flow to get the values of S, R, G, okay, and there are much more. So after this, you please write down this. After this, you write down digital signature algorithm or DSS. मैंने क्या इसके पहले क्या लिख के दिया था? Digital signature by using DSS algorithm. This is a block diagram. अभी हम लिख रहे हैं actual algorithm, that is a DSS, or digital signature algorithm, that is a DSA. So please write down the heading as digital signature algorithm. Shall I rub this part? Any one of you please acknowledge, shall I rub this part?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now please have patience. Whatever doubts you have, that will be cleared when you when I will be explaining you the algorithm now, and we will see the algorithms. Okay. Write down the heading as DSA or DSS. DSA or DSS. अभी हम algorithm देख रहे हैं कि उसमें क्या क्या algorithm में, because algorithm is nothing but ultimately where we need to calculate the small value v. We need to calculate the small value of v. तो वो approach क्या है, actual उसका algorithm क्या क्या है, what is the steps, what are the procedures, we are going to see. So write down digital signature algorithm or DSS. DSS stands for digital signature standard. Write down number 1 in Roman number 1. Number 1. Now in this particular number 1, we have to get what? We have to get global public key, that is component. So in the first procedure, we are interested to find out global public key components. Global public key components. Okay. So what are the global public key components? We'll see. So in this first, the सबसे पहले है, assume the value of p, that is p is a prime number. P is a prime number. Okay. Now algorithm देख रहे हैं. Now we are seeing the algorithm. Okay. Assume p any number, but that should be a prime number. Okay. Such that 2 to the power of capital L minus 1. Please write down this along with me with the understanding. Such that 2 to the power of L minus 1 less than p less than 2 to the power of L. 2 to the power of L. Where L is length of bits. L is length of bits. Length of bits which is multiple of 64, which is multiple of 64. We do not have problems based on this, so we are just understanding the algorithm. So here L, capital L, stands for the length of bits, which is a multiple of 64, okay, and your p value should be in the range of this 2 to the power of L minus 1 and 2 to the power of L. वो रेंज में आपका p होना चाहिए और p should be your prime number. So this is regarding the p. Then write down small q. I am rubbing this. Still we are in the first one. Okay, हम पहले इसमें ही है क्योंकि हमको ग्लोबल पब्लिक की कंपोनेंट्स निकालने हैं. तो p मैंने बताया. Now यहाँ पे मैं लिखता हूँ q. Your q should be such that it should be a prime divisor of p minus 1. Prime divisor of p minus 1. यहाँ पे आपको लिखना है फॉर एग्जाम्पल अगर p मेरा 11 है, okay, then p minus 1 becomes 10. Then what is q? It should be a prime divisor. 2 नहीं चलेगा, 4 नहीं चलेगा, 6 नहीं चलेगा, 5 चलेगा, 7 चलेगा. So 5 2s are 10. So can I say q will be 5? So okay. So whenever you are assuming some value of p, you have to subtract 1 from that. Whatever number you get, you take the multiples of you get the factors of that number and see that you are taking the prime number from that because it is a prime divisor of p minus 1. I have given an example. If p is equals to 11, p minus 1 is 10, then your q becomes automatically 5, and 5 is your prime number. So 5 is a divisor of 10. Okay. So this is about the q now. This is about the q. So we have seen p, we have seen q. आपको अगर आपको इसमें भी सब ये लिखना है नंबर, तो आप इसको नंबर 1 करो, इसको आप नंबर 2 करो. ओके, नंबर 2 करो. उसके बाद आई एम गोइंग टू रब दिस. उसके बाद 1 2 हो गया. अभी 3, सब नंबर 3, that is g, small g, and small g is what? This is a global component. Such that please write down the equation properly. मैं क्या लिख रहा हूँ? g equals to small h to the power of p minus 1 divided by q mod of p. This is the equation now. Small g equals to small h to the power of p minus 1 divided by q into mod of p. ये mod जो है ना वो नीचे है, इसके साथ मल्टीप्लाई नहीं कर रहा, वो ऊपर के साथ मल्टीप्लाई नहीं कर रहा है, वो नीचे है. ओके, वो नीचे है. अगर आपको उसको और क्लियरली करना है तो स्क्वायर ब्रैकेट यहाँ पे डाल दो और यहाँ पे भी डाल दो ताकि आपको समझ में आए कि वो mod नीचे है. ओके. हाँ.
Sir, can you repeat why can't we take 2?
Why can't we take?
In the example
No?
that you take a 2.
Because it is clearly mentioned that the q should be the prime divisor. Prime. Your 2 is the even number. It is not a prime number. If you want to take the factors of 10, it is 2 into 5. I cannot 2 because 2 is not a prime number. I want the prime divisor. That's why I'm taking 5 because 5 is the prime number. Is it clear? नहीं समझ में तो पूछो फिर से.
2 is also a prime number.
हाँ. No. It's a prime divisor if you want. We want a prime divisor. Okay. Now, even though the 2 is a prime number because it is having it is divided by itself as well as 1. Okay, but whenever you take the numbers, okay, whenever you take the numbers 2 into 5, okay, now when I'm taking this 2 into 5 is equals to 10, where p is equals to p minus 1. Okay, now if I am taking this 2, okay, but it is a even number. Actually, see, we want the prime number, we want the prime divisor in such a way that the number should not also be the even number. Okay, we can take 2, but 2 will come under the even number. So which are the pure prime numbers? So if I want to see the prime numbers, 5 is a prime number, as well as it can be it is also odd. Okay, so I want the number which is the prime as well as odd, but don't take even number. As far as concerned, don't take even number. Even though it is a prime, but it will fall under the even number. Okay, so it is said that take a number, prime number, and it should not be the even number. So that's why I have taken 5. So q value will be taken as 5. Okay, avoid taking even number. Even though the number is prime, avoid taking even number. Go with the prime number as well as odd number. That is the way.
Okay, so prime numbers excluding 2, right, sir?
Excluding 2, or you can say excluding even number.
Okay, sir.
So third sub number third, G is equals to global component hai, such that the calculation of G is such that h small h to the power of p minus 1 divided by q mod of p where ये दूसरा वाला very important है. You will think this small h is the hash code. No, small h is not an hash code now. This small h is what? Where, write down where h is any integer, such that small h is any integer such that it should lie between 1 and p minus 1. So you can take any integer or any number, but that value of h should lie between 1 and p minus 1. Okay, so that is the case. So can I say in the first, I am interested in the global public key component, and that is given by small g. Okay, so ultimately that is number sub number 3 is the only one which we are interested. क्योंकि g मिलने के लिए मुझे क्या चाहिए? मुझे p चाहिए, मुझे q चाहिए. p मुझे नंबर 1 से मिलेगा, q मुझे नंबर 2 से मिलेगा, और h जो है I have to assume any integer and that number should be between 1 and p minus 1, and mod of p. Do this calculation, you will get a global component. So this is about Roman number 1. This is about Roman number 2. 1. Go to Roman number 2 now. Shall I rub this part? Now go to Roman number 2. Roman number 2. Roman number 2. Roman number 2. Now in Roman number 2, I will be using the private key. Okay, so you just write down user private key, and this is given by small x. User private key given by small x. यहाँ पे जो notation use हो रहा है small x हो रहा है. हम usually क्या लिखते हैं PRA, लेकिन हम यहाँ पे notation use कर रहे हैं user private key that is given by x. X can be any user private key x such that it should lie between 0 and q. So this is also again any random number integer, and this integer should lie between 0 and q. So this is number 2, Roman number 2. Then Roman number 3. That is user public key given by small y. User public key given by small y. Such that you have equation for that. Y is equals to g here global component small g to the power of x mod of p mod of p. Put this in the box. Mod of p. Put this in the box. Mod p. Y is equals to g to the power of x mod of p. Okay. So we won't get the public key unless and until we get the private. We take the private key, and private key is taken. It is any integer, and that integer should lie between 0 and q. Once we get the value of x, put the value of x in the equation. So g to the power of x mod of p, you will get the public key. You will get the public key. So this is 3. Roman number 4. Roman number 4. Roman number 4. And Roman number 4 tells about small k. Okay, small k. Do you remember the block diagram? I have told you in the signature algorithm, along with the input h, you have taken small h, which is a random number. So that is this k. So k is, write down, k is any random number. K is any random number which is secret number. Secret number को underline करो. Why it is called a secret number? Because sender is the one who has assumed this k. Even though I have to take the random number, but this is the dictionary. This is the dictionary of this particular user to select this k. That is why it is called as a secret number. Secret number such that now see the number we can take that, but that number should be such that the number should be in between 0 and k. The number should be in between 0 and k. The number of, that is number k, small k, should lie between 0 and q. This is Roman number 4. Then comes Roman number 5. See, this is called as algorithm, step by step approach. हम fifth वाला पहले लेंगे, 1 वाला second में नहीं ले, ऐसे नहीं चलेगा. Because to get the second, you want to derive the first. If you want to get the third, you have to derive the second. If you want the fifth, you have to derive the fourth. Okay, so we are going in the sequence. Number 5 is called as signature components. Signature components, and you know the signature component, that is small r and small s. So directly you can write down the equation for that. Please pay attention. मैं क्या लिख रहा हूँ? R is equals to small g to the power of k, mod of p, bracket close, mod of q, and small s is equals to, in square bracket, k inverse. अभी देखो मैं क्या लिख रहा हूं, हैश फंक्शन ओवर द मैसेज. अभी इसलिए मैंने बताया था ना कि हैश फंक्शन हमको SHA-1 SHA-1 ये हमने अब तक पढ़े नहीं, तो वी हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड हैश फंक्शन ओवर द मैसेज. Okay, so we'll get some number there. So hash function over the message plus x into r. देखो पहले इसलिए मैंने s नहीं लिखा, पहले मैंने r लिखा क्योंकि r हमको s के लिए लगता है. Okay, so bracket close, and this is a square bracket. Mod of q. Please write down the equation properly. These are the equations which has to be written properly, और sequence में होना चाहिए. पहले r आएगा, बाद में s आएगा, क्योंकि r हमको यहाँ पे लग रहा है in the equation of s. And this is important, hash function over them, क्योंकि अब तक हमने hash function ही यूज नहीं किया है. हमने वो ब्लॉक डायग्राम में देखा था hash function over the message. So after you are using any of the algorithm, SHA-512 or SHA-1, I'm getting some number. That number is here. Okay, plus X. X, you know, the private key. X, you know, private key of user, and this is small r, which you have derived here. So can I say R and S is nothing but signature components? तो आपको लिखना है तो ब्रैकेट में signature components के ब्रैकेट में लिखो small s and small r, small s and small r. अभी देखो सिग्नेचर कंपोनेंट्स आ गए. अभी रिसीवर में मुझे वेरिफिकेशन फंक्शन चाहिए ना. सो देयर इज लास्ट वन, लास्ट रोमन नंबर 6, रोमन नंबर 6, रोमन नंबर 6. और रोमन नंबर 6 में मुझे क्या चाहिए? वेरिफिकेशन फंक्शन, वेरिफिकेशन फंक्शन, वेरिफिकेशन फंक्शन. आपको पता है वेरिफिकेशन फंक्शन गिवन बाय स्मॉल v, स्मॉल v. सो आई कैन राइट डाउन स्मॉल v इज इक्वल्स टू, राइट डाउन द इक्वेशन. ये भी बड़ा इक्वेशन है. इन स्क्वायर ब्रैकेट, इन सर्कल, इन दिस वन, g टू द पावर ऑफ u1 y टू द पावर ऑफ u2. ये देखो कैसे लिख रहा हूँ, u1 u2, this bracket close, mod of p square bracket close, and mod of q, and mod of q, mod of q. ये नीचे वाला मैं रब कर रहा हूं. where लिखना तो जरूरी, बिकॉज आई डू नॉट नो व्हाट इज u1, व्हाट इज u2. मुझे g पता है, मुझे y पता है, मुझे p पता है, मुझे q पता है. आई डू नॉट नो व्हाट इज u1, u2. So u1, where u1, again there is an equation for u1 in square bracket h, that is hash function over. Now this is important, pay attention. पहले बाद में लिखो equation. Now verification function, actually we are talking in the receiver side. यहाँ पे लिखना तो लिखो, रिसीवर साइड की बात कर रहा अभी मैं, वेरिफिकेशन फंक्शन. ओके, अभी दैट इज आई एम इंटरेस्टेड टू गेट द स्मॉल वैल्यू ऑफ v. टू गेट द स्मॉल वैल्यू ऑफ v, दिस इज इक्वेशन. आई वांट u1 and u2. So your u1 is what? Hash function on m dash. M dash is, already I have told you, m dash is the received message. I do not know that received message is equal to the same message जो मैं भेजना चाहता हूँ. I am actually m dash should be equal to m, but I do not know whether m dash is equal or it is not equal. But I will write down here m dash. So m dash का मतलब होता है received message. Okay, into w bracket close, mod of q, mod of q, mod of q, mod of q, and u2 is equals to, u2 is equals to, in the square bracket, अभी देखो क्या लिख रहा हूँ, r dash, r dash, r dash. Now this is the signature component. signature component सेंडर भेज रहा था r, लेकिन रिसीवर ट्रीट करेगा r dash, बिकॉज वो पता नहीं वही r है क्या दूसरा r है, r है, और देयर इज सम चेंज. दैट्स व्हाई r dash, r dash into w bracket close, mod of q, mod of q, mod of q, mod of q. ये लिखने के बाद फिर से लिखो where, क्योंकि इसमें और एक नया टर्म आ गया, इसमें और एक नया टर्म आ गया. द नया टर्म इज व्हाट? दैट इज w, w. सो where w, where w is equals to, where w is equals to, in bracket s dash, s dash, s is again signature component जो सेंडर भेज रहा है, बट आई डू नॉट नो वही रिसीव में हुआ है क्या नहीं, इसलिए आई विल ट्रीट दिस एज s dash, s dash to the power of -1, to the power of -1, to the power of -1, mod of q, mod of q, mod of q. mod of q, ये w के बारे में लिखे. और एक काम करो, where w is equals to आपने लिखा, उसके नीचे ये भी लिखो, उसके नीचे ये भी लिखो. मैं यहाँ पे लिख रहा हूँ, ये w के लिए इक्वेशन है, बट व्हाट इज m dash? सो m dash कॉमा r dash कॉमा S dash equals to message, you please write down message and signature components received at receiver. ये important है, received at receiver. ये देखो वेरिफिकेशन में आई एम इंटरेस्टेड इन स्मॉल v, इन दैट यू हैव u1 एंड u2. u1 और u1 के लिए ये इक्वेशन, u2 के लिए इक्वेशन. इसमें अननोन है w, तो w के बारे में मैंने लिखा है w is equals to s dash to the power of -1 mod of q. In this, what is w you have written here, what is m dash, what is r dash, and what is s dash you have written here, where m dash, r dash and s dash are the message बोलो तो m dash, ये m1 नहीं है, उसको dash करना है. It is not m1, it is dash. Okay, so as far as m dash is concerned, this is a message, and as far as r dash and s dash is concerned, they are the signature components, but received at receiver side. Okay, received at receiver side. और ये होने के बाद एक छोटा सा equation, that equation is not equation, but now we have got small v, so I can say v is compared with r dash. So this is the last step where the comparison is made. So this is all about DSS. Now questions will be straightforward. Write the short note or explain the DSS, that is a digital signature standard, or DSA, digital signature algorithm. You have to just briefly explain what is a digital signature. After explaining the digital signature, you can write down there are two approaches by using RSA and DSS. Do not explain RSA unless and until it is asked. Go with the DSS. In the DSS, draw that block diagram and write down the algorithms. Okay, write down the algorithms. ये algorithms आपको याद रखना है. Okay, every equations you have to remember, and the sequence is important. कई का कई मैंने नहीं लिखा. There is a sequence, proper sequence. So you have to follow the sequence and write down all the algorithms. Okay. In the next lecture, I'll be talking about hash function. Hash function, that is SHA-512. Okay. So sometimes the question is also asked about the SHA-512. So that thing we have to understand. Okay. Any doubt? Any questions you have in this? If you have questions, please ask. No specifically problems are asked in this. Okay. Only short note. And what is the digital signature? You have to understand each and every terms, every terminologies, the assumptions. Okay. So these are, because there are many terms are there, and there are many assumptions are there. So you should know each and everything. Okay. So with this we will end. If you don't have any questions, Priyanka can take the attendance. Priyanka,